Hey, beautiful souls. You know that feeling when you're just flowing through life effortlessly? When everything feels soft, magnetic, and just right? That's your feminine energy at work. And honestly, it's been a total game changer for me. Today, I'm sharing the 10 small daily habits that keep me anchored in this energy every single day. And trust me, these aren't complicated rituals that take hours. They're simple shifts that'll transform how you move through the world. So grab your favorite drink and let's dive in. Okay, so this might sound basic, but hear me out. Instead of chugging water like I'm at a frat party, I start every morning by mindfully drinking a full glass of water. But here's the feminine energy twist. I set an intention while I drink it. I literally hold the glass and think something like, I'm hydrating my body with love, or this water is cleansing and preparing me for a beautiful day. It takes maybe 30 extra seconds, but it completely shifts my energy from rushed and masculine to intentional and receptive. Studies show that 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. But when we approach hydration with intention, we're not just feeding our bodies, we're feeding our souls. And that receptive, nurturing energy, that's pure feminine power right there. The next habit is something I literally do while still in bed, and it sets the tone for my entire day. Before my feet even touch the floor, I spend 60 seconds in pure gratitude. Not the rushed, thanks for this day kind. I'm talking about feeling genuine appreciation in my body. I'll think about 3 specific things. Maybe how soft my sheets feel, the fact that I woke up healthy, or even something as simple as having coffee waiting for me downstairs. The key is feeling it, not just thinking it. Research from UC Davis shows that people who practice gratitude have 25% more energy and better sleep quality. But beyond the science, this practice keeps me in that beautiful feminine state of receptivity and appreciation instead of jumping straight into doing mode. And let's be real, it's way better than my old habit of immediately grabbing my phone and doom scrolling through notifications like some kind of digital zombie. But this next habit, it's probably the most important one, and most women completely skip it. This is where I literally ask my body, hey girl, how are we feeling today? I know it sounds a bit woo-woo, but stay with me because this is powerful. I do a quick scan from head to toe. Are my shoulders tense? Is my jaw clenched? Am I holding stress anywhere? Then I breathe into those areas and consciously soften them. Our bodies hold so much wisdom, but we're constantly overriding their signals. When we're disconnected from our bodies, we're disconnected from our feminine essence. This simple check-in helps me stay embodied and present throughout the day. The average woman checks her phone 144 times per day. But how often do we check in with ourselves? This tiny habit has been a total game changer for staying grounded. And speaking of staying grounded, this next habit literally connects me to the earth's energy. Even if it's just for 2 minutes, I make sure my bare feet touch the ground outside every day. Grass, dirt, sand, whatever's available. This isn't just some hippie thing. It's called grounding or earthing, and there's actual science behind it. When we make direct contact with the earth, we absorb electrons that help neutralize free radicals in our bodies. But energetically, it's like plugging into the ultimate feminine power source. The earth is pure, receptive, nurturing energy. If you live in a city or it's freezing outside, even touching a tree trunk or sitting on natural stone works. The point is connecting with something alive and natural instead of being surrounded by artificial energy all day. This practice helps me feel rooted and stable in my feminine energy, which makes the next habit even more powerful. You know what? If these habits are resonating with you so far, could you do me a tiny favor and hit that like button? It literally takes 1 second, and it helps me know you're loving this content. Plus, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on because I share feminine energy tips like this every week. Instead of forcing myself through rigid workout routines, I ask my body what kind of movement it's craving. Some days it's gentle yoga, other days it might be dancing in my living room, or maybe just stretching while watching Netflix. The key word here is intuitive. Feminine energy is all about flow, cycles, and honoring what feels good rather than what we think we should do. When we force our bodies into movements that don't feel aligned, we're operating from masculine energy. Research shows that people who choose enjoyable physical activities are 3 times more likely to stick with them long term. But beyond that, when we move intuitively, we're honoring our body's wisdom and staying connected to our natural rhythms. This completely changed how I relate to exercise. It went from being a chore to being a celebration of what my body can do. But movement is just one way to honor our cycles. This next habit helps me work with my energy instead of against it. Instead of scheduling my day based purely on external demands, I consider my natural energy rhythms. I notice when I feel most creative, when I need more rest, where I am in my menstrual cycle, and I plan accordingly. For example, during my follicular phase, I schedule more social activities and creative projects. During my luteal phase, I focus on organization and completion tasks. This isn't about being limited by biology. It's about working with my natural superpowers. Studies show that women's cognitive abilities actually fluctuate throughout their cycles, with different strengths at different times. When we ignore this and try to be the same every day, we're fighting against our own nature. It's like trying to plant flowers in winter and wondering why they're not blooming. Timing matters, people. This approach has made me so much more productive and way less stressed because I'm not constantly swimming upstream. Speaking of working with natural rhythms, this next habit helps me create sacred space in my day. Sometime during my day, usually around 3 p.m. when energy naturally dips, I take what I call a sacred pause. I literally stop whatever I'm doing and give myself 5 minutes of complete stillness. This isn't meditation with all the pressure to do it right. It's just me sitting quietly, maybe lighting a candle or holding a cup of tea and just being. No phone, no distractions, just pure presence. In our go-go-go culture, this feels revolutionary, but feminine energy thrives in stillness and space. It's in these quiet moments that our intuition speaks loudest and our nervous system gets to reset. The World Health Organization reports that stress-related illness accounts for 60 to 80% of doctor visits. But when we build these tiny pockets of peace into our days, we're actively choosing to step off the hamster wheel. This habit alone has made me feel more centered and less reactive to daily stressors. But creating inner peace is just one piece of the puzzle. This next habit is about how we nourish ourselves. I eat at least 1 meal per day in complete mindful presence. No scrolling, no TV, no multitasking, just me and my food. I notice colors, textures, flavors, and I eat slowly enough to actually taste everything. This isn't about perfect nutrition or restriction. It's about receiving nourishment with gratitude. When we rush through meals or eat while distracted, we miss the entire experience of being nourished. Feminine energy is deeply connected to our relationship with receiving. And food is one of the most basic ways we receive from the world. When we eat mindfully, we're practicing the art of slow, intentional receiving. Plus, research shows that mindful eating improves digestion, reduces overeating, and increases meal satisfaction. But energetically, it keeps us connected to the sensual, present moment awareness that is so essentially feminine. This practice has completely transformed my relationship with food, from something I do on autopilot to a daily act of self-care. And speaking of self-care, this next habit is probably the most luxurious. Every evening I spend 10 to 15 minutes on what I call my beauty ritual. This isn't about looking perfect for anyone else. It's about honoring my body and face as sacred. Maybe it's a face mask while I listen to music, or massaging oil into my skin, or even just brushing my hair slowly and intentionally. The specific activities don't matter as much as the energy I bring to them. I'm not just going through the motions, I'm appreciating my body, thanking it for carrying me through the day, and treating myself with the kind of tenderness I'd show someone I deeply love. This practice keeps me connected to my sensual, self-loving, feminine essence. It's a daily reminder that I'm worthy of care and attention, starting with the care and attention I give myself. Research shows that self-care rituals reduce cortisol levels and improve overall well-being, but the energetic benefits are even more powerful. But all of these daily habits lead up to this final one, which might be the most important. Instead of just collapsing into bed exhausted, I create an intentional transition from day to night. This usually takes about 10 minutes and helps me process the day and prepare for rest. I might journal 3 things that went well, do some gentle stretches, or simply sit quietly and acknowledge everything I accomplished. The key is consciously closing the day instead of just running out of steam. This practice helps me release any stress or tension from the day instead of carrying it into my sleep. It's also a beautiful way to practice completion and gratitude, 2 very feminine qualities. Sleep quality improves dramatically when we create these transition rituals, but more importantly, we're honoring the natural cycle of activity and rest that our bodies crave. This habit has made my mornings so much more peaceful because I'm not waking up with yesterday's stress still stuck in my system. So there you have it, my 10 daily habits for staying in feminine energy. The beautiful thing is, you don't have to do all of these perfectly. Pick 1 or 2 that resonate most and start there. Remember, feminine energy is about flow, not force. It's about working with your natural rhythms instead of against them. These habits aren't just about feeling good, they're about coming home to who you really are. I'm curious, which of these habits feels most doable for you right now? Or are you more drawn to starting with the morning rituals or the evening ones? Let me know in the comments below. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Speaking of which, next week I'm sharing 5 common sleep and energy mistakes that keep you tired all the time. And trust me, number 3 is something almost everyone does, but no one talks about. You won't want to miss it. Until then, remember, you are already whole, you are already enough, and your feminine energy is a gift to this world.